And the reason I make reference, Colin, to the yellow shirt, I was once wearing or working for water yellow shirt, and it actually got me out of a very tricky traffic situation. I must just mention that to everyone. Colin, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody.
As the trailman trailed off with our PowerPoint clicker, please stop him at the door and walk you through.
He's a runner.
Is it down?
Got it.
We passed the graveyard hour. We're now into the crepuscular hour. So, and I see that 40% of the audience has left. Therefore, I will reduce your time here, or my time by 40%. Do you have a deal?
Deal.
Okay. No questions to be asked afterwards? Okay. My name, my number, my email address will be shown. You can contact me at any stage for any questions between 8 and 4, Monday to Friday. Thank you very much. Who am I?
Municipality, I can hear that. 8 to 4.
So basically, quickly, I'll give an introduction. We'll talk about the appointment of service providers in NRM, the successful proposals, what happens thereafter, the current service providers that are working on our behalf. I will touch on herbicide assistance because it's one of those things that gets asked from private landowners on a regular basis. So I just need to start it and stop it right here at this point so everybody understands where we are. And then I will talk briefly about where is working for water going forward. So this is not specifically about working for water as a whole. It's giving you a background basically of what we do, how we do it, how we appoint people, and where we work. So, Colin Sharp is my name. I'm an area manager with NRM, working for water, based in the Belgium office. We are under the branch called Environmental Programs and the Chief Directorate Natural Resources Management Programs. And the program that I'm with is working for water, specifically dealing with clearing of alien plants. And we will work in conjunction or following NEMRA regulations in terms of alien clearing or alien species and the management thereof. We appoint service providers to work on our behalf, meaning that we will give them money, they will then appoint certain people, they will do the clearing, and we go on from there. All of these service providers, or where we work, are in identified water stress catchments. One of the 4 pillars of working for water is water security. So most of our projects will be taking place in water stress catchments. And then I'll just give you an overview of where we are currently in terms of working for water in the Western Cape. So how are service providers appointed? NRM works on a 3-year cycle. We put out requests for proposals, and anybody, organizations, NGOs, private people, can put their proposals into NRM or DFFE for funding. There are numerous categories. I think the last count was 14 different categories that you can apply for funding. The one that working for water currently is allocated under is alien invasive plants, bush encroachment, etc., etc. But there are, as I say, there are another 13 different categories where people can apply for funding. Successful applicants, all right, once they've submitted their proposals, successful applicants will then submit plans of operations, APOs, which include hectares, how many people they're going to employ, their cost per person day, where they're going to be working, the scope of work, etc. Once that all has been done, then the budget, which currently is about 80 million rand, just for the Western Cape province, will then get allocated according to the successful applicants. based on how much they originally wanted in their 3-year plan. And if it is accepted from either side, from either forestry and fisheries and or the applicant, memorandum of agreement is then signed. Okay, so only once everybody agrees to everything, then the agreement comes into place. Those that were successful, we're in the 3rd year of the 3-year cycle. In fact, we're going into the 4th year of a 3-year cycle, but let's take it from there. So, 21 service providers were appointed. City of Cape Town, Cape Nature, not appointed, were successful. Woolsey Water Users, Central Breeder Water Users Association, CBC, Charles Bicycle Company. It is amazing what you get when people see that there's money involved, and Charles Bicycle Company put in a proposal. No, it's a joke actually. Just trying to see if you are with us. Stellenbosch Municipality, NCC Environmental Services, Flower Valley Trust, West Coast District Municipality, Cape West Coast Biosphere Reserve, Citrusdal Water Use Association, Casidra, both specialized and riparian work, Nisa Municipality, Gondwana Game Reserve, SA Hop Growers Association, Cape Winelands District Municipality, Van Wyksdorp Sustainable Initiative, Simonsburg Klapmets Renosterveld Conservancy, Breede Valley Municipality, Grootwatersbos Conservancy, and Pretoria. So those were successful in their applications in 2018. And at that stage in 2018, it worked on a prepayment system. If you are given the contract, we pay you 30% of the budget upfront. You then work, and then you claim it back from us in terms of person days. And in 2020, last year, it became a problem that how can we pay for a service that hasn't yet been delivered? So the whole thing changed to goods and services. And that is now, you work, you clear, you claim from us, we pay you. So that then eliminates many, many issues about what happened to the 5 million rand that I gave you as a prepayment, and you haven't produced what you were supposed to have produced. You've used that money for other things, so we stopped that now. So the consequence of that is that basically if you want to be a service provider for working for water in the Western Cape or nationally, you need some sort of a cash flow, because you have to pay the people up front before you can claim it back from the department. So that's the one big difference that is there. So from 21, in 2018, we've got 10 now. So basically half of them have left for various reasons, or never renewed their contracts, or they decided to terminate themselves, or they weren't happy with the goods and services contract, and they said no, they've got no cash flow. But whatever the reasons were, it's a contractual agreement. At any stage, either party can say, thank you very much, I'm withdrawing. So from 21 to 10, of which Cape Nature is still there, Woolsey Water Use Association, Central Breeder River. Central Breeder River is also doing mechanical clearing, if you see that word, or specialized clearing, as well as Casidra. Just a quick explanation. Specialized or mechanical clearing is where we are using machines. Although this is an EPWP program, we were given special permission to use big, heavy machinery, especially around the Berg River and the Breede River, to remove adult trees completely. Those that are in the river and those that are on the banks within 30 meters. Including every other small one. So the costs are astronomical when you come to think of it, of what has to happen to remove a 30 or 40 ton gum tree from the river's edge. So we were given special permission to do that. And if you want to have a look at the successes of that on the Berg River, you'll notice in most places you do not see big or large gum trees. If you go across the Wellington Bridge or the one below that, Lady Lock Bridge, if you look to the left-hand side, going downstream, there are no blue gums. If you look on the right-hand side, that is what it used to look like. So we've spent a lot of money in doing mechanical clearing. Flower Valley Trust, Cape West Coast Biosphere Reserve, Citrustal Water Users Association, Casidra, both doing specialized, we're working on the Breede River and on the Berg River, and Gondwana Nature Reserve, SA Hop Growers Association, and Grootvader's Horse Conservancy. So out of the 21 we have 10. That's basically a shot of where the projects are located in the Western Cape, all the way from George, Southern Cape, up to Citrusdal on the West Coast. So around this area, we had Stellenbosch Municipality, we had Cape Winelands District Municipality, we had Simonsburg Conservancy. So what are we doing in the Stellenbosch area? Very little, apart from Cape Nature. Through no choice of ours, contracts ended and went renewed, or that was it. So that's where we stand. I can just say thank goodness that everybody and most people and little groups are trying to do things themselves. The government cannot do everything for everybody all the time. Understand that management of alien species in terms of member is the landowner's responsibility. You heard it once, twice, 3 times. You will continue to hear it. We are assisting. We cannot do everything. Excuse me while I cough. That just says I've spoken too much. Spoke about herbicide assistance. This is what we did in the past. We would help private landowners who were not part of the clearing operations, who were not part of the service providers working in the areas. We would then assist them with herbicide. However, that has come to a halt due to budget restraints, challenges of data collection, people not sending in information that was required. It just became a nightmare to try and manage us giving herbicide to private landowners. However, the assistance is still there in terms of capacity, in terms of information that's required, whether you want help with identification of species, whether you want with help in what herbicides to use, when to use it. We have access to numerous people that have got fantastic knowledge, so we can help you. If you want alien plant clearing plans, we can assist you. So we are there to help. Basically, we are compliance managers, all right, in terms of what our service providers are supposed to do, but we can also assist. So where are we going from now? We're in year 4 of a 3-year cycle. We're in year 3.5 of a 3-year cycle. Last year, January, proposals closed for the next 3-year cycle. That was last year. Should have come into place on the 1st of April 2021. They have not been allocated yet, for various reasons. As far as I'm aware, the current service providers, those 10 that are currently now, have had an opportunity for their contracts to be extended till the end of 2022. to the end of March 23. But you'll be getting official letters in that regard. Like anything, if you don't get an official letter, then don't take it as being concrete. Wait for the letter. But because we have been slow in the process, the idea is to extend the current contracts. So work can continue. People can continue working. Alien invasive trees and plants can continue to be removed. Sweet and simple. Thank you very much.
Great. Questions? Must be questions for working for water.
No questions.
No questions. They do such a brilliant job. That's not my opinion. Perfect.